Hello everybody, Bad Weather Freak here with another video for you guys. This one is a little bit of a curveball, if you want to call it, out of the way, not affecting us immediately here in the Atlantic, in the US or the Pacific, but mostly the Western Pacific. In this case, we're looking at Super Typhoon Bavi, and Bavi made landfall near Guam, which is a US territory, so still of course, in a way, indirectly affect the U.S., not the mainland, but territory. And basically, Bobby made landfall with winds up to roughly 180 miles an hour. So obviously, a super typhoon, anything 150 or stronger is considered a super typhoon. Here in the mainland or the Atlantic basin, it will be mostly basically called a hurricane, major hurricane, Category 5. Now, it made it passed through the island of Rota on Monday, so they're ahead of us in time. So some hours ago, the latest information states that there have not been any casualties, even though this was a major storm, really strong storm, which is always a good news to hear that even on a major storm like that, there was no casualties. Now, of course, there's going to be some flooding, some damages, but at least the loss of life seems to be at zero, which is awesome. Now let's take a closer look and see what it looks like right now on satellite imagery. You guys can see a very powerful hurricane still. Now what you guys see right here, this is Guam and the island Rota Island, and the other islands that affected near the Mariana Islands. Now, what does it look like, or where is it going? Well, it's expected to actually continue its trajectory. Now, the good thing about it is that further it move northward, the weaker it's going to continue to get. So as of right now, it's looking like potentially a direct landfall. Potentially, that's a key word, of potential directly landfall on the island of Vietnam or China, mainland China. It's looking more like it's going to be somewhere in China, but it all depends on the trajectory. If it shifts further south, it could make landfall in Taiwan. Now, it's not expected to be a major typhoon by the time it makes landfall, but nevertheless, it is expected to cause some issues. Now, if we take a look at the two main forecasting guidance from the European and the American model, both of them actually have it make a landfall in the northern part of Vietnam. So that's something that we need to pay attention to. And I apologize. It's actually I'm quoting the wrong the wrong island. It's actually Taiwan, not Vietnam. Vietnam is further south. It's Taiwan. So Taiwan, you guys need to be paying attention. Of course, this storm that is heading your way. At this point, obviously, still very far away. You guys have a few days to prepare, but everything is pointing to the direction of northern Vietnam or Taiwan. I keep getting them confused. Sorry, Taiwan, and then potentially making landfall in China. So it all depends. It all depends, of course, where. But you guys need to be preparing. Everybody, especially in the northern part of Taiwan. Now let's take a look at do a quick overview of what is happening here closer to home. Nothing expected to form in the near future in the next 7 days in the Atlantic, and then there's a spot here in the Pacific as we are heading towards the Super El Nino. I mean, it just keeps getting warmer and warmer, the sea surface temperatures in the Pacific. But that particular area has a 50% chance of development. Again, kind of depending on the track, it could get near Hawaii, but not expecting this to become anything major. Now, let's do a broader view. What is happening with the MJO? Well, conditions continue to be hostile in the Atlantic, the Gulf, and the Western Caribbean. Mostly favorable in the Pacific, and then towards as we get closer to the first week of August, conditions may get a little more favorable in the Atlantic. But right now, nothing is really sustaining any kind of development. Let's see also favorable conditions. You guys can see that the majority of the developing region is not favorable. So you see about the red colors closer to home. I mean, you guys can see a little bit better conditions or more favorable Western Cuba, Yucatan, and the Gulf, but really no energy is trying to sneak up there to try to develop. Now this is an interesting portion here, and interesting. You guys can see this very strong system there, high pressure system, and basically this is going to continue to bring very warm temperatures to the southeast of the United States, including of course Florida, which we have been battling this heat already. Now at least the positive thing is that the rainy season has been with us. So the past probably week, almost every single day has been raining, which it kind of cools down a little bit the temperatures. So they're not too high, but then the other issue that you come across is humidity. Of course, it increases significantly humidity in the afternoons. And again, very strong signal of potential, really or potentially extreme heat temperatures, high temperatures in southeast United States. So everybody that live in the states, Georgia, Florida, Carolinas, you guys need to be finding ways to cool down basically, and prepare for this heat wave that we're going to expect for the next few days. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share with your families and friends, especially if you have family in Taiwan, as this storm moves your way. And also, we're not going to forget about the people that were just affected also in the other islands, such as Guam and north of Guam, the Mariana Islands that were affected by the super typhoon. Thank you guys, and have a good day.